are the communications team for the next EduWiki conference, and our team consists of Jessica, me, Ruby, and Justice. So, being on the communication team, the first thing foremost is before the conference, we usually take a survey. So, first we'll do the survey on meta pages and we will promote it on social media so that we have a better engagement with the people. Then we'll run the survey for like a month. And once we have the results, the board will sit together and discuss on what is up there. Um, on depending on the survey, we can also build the theme of the conference and what we are aiming for and what the people are up to, what they want. So that survey, once the survey is done, the beta is done, the other team can ask uh, the foundation for grant money. I don't know which team is responsible for that. So community resources. Okay. Then we'll have a communications call for um, applications. We will promote the applications on social media. We are also planning to have a countdown also, like 10 days left. You can still get a spot, 5 days left. Apply for the scholarship, like that. And then the scholarship team will be responsible for the things. Then we will, during before that also, we will build the meta page and we will continue to update it as per the things going on. We'll also use mailing list to tell people about the survey, the communications, everything, and scholarships, etc. We'll do expectation campaigns on social medias. Like I said, 10 days left, or what we are campaigns. Basically, maybe we can build something from the results of survey. So that. Then, okay, our team was also responsible for social media. So yeah, we will be building videos during the conference and we will be uploading it live on social media. We also plan to go live on social media to maybe get more reach and people will get to know more about us, and also a dedicated page for the conference so that it may not mix up with the user group or something. And then, yeah, we also plan for behind the scenes videos because this is usually not done, and the people, the COT is so much into the chaos. So yeah, we are also planning to do behind the scenes video. Then ask for the conference. Yeah, and then we have the responsibility for after the program, that what comes next, or the reporting thing. So we will be dedicating note takers of different programs. Then we'll combine everything together and publish on diff post and maybe on meta the reports of the conference. Then snippet videos. Yeah, that's it, I guess. And yeah, comments, for the comments, we'll create categories and tell people about that.
Program design. So yeah, we've discussed a few things that needs to be done for like the program of the conference. First of all, we're thinking about was like obviously to create the organizing committee, choose people for the committee. It's better if the people is like diverse, so you have like diverse input of like ideas and you know, just like opinions on how to make the conference better. And obviously choose the theme for the conference. And it's better if the theme is all inclusive. So we were also, I mean, it was mentioned about like the program loneliness, you know, and we're talking about how we, as like a part of education program, often feel like isolated, like doing our own thing. So the conference can be like a good place to sort of like bring different ideas, and so we can like share, exchange, learn from each other, and then to achieve that we need the call for application. We need to define the sessions, whether we want the sessions to be more activity oriented or like more theoretical approach, how many panels that we want to have, and how many lectures, how many people are going to speak. And then if we want some social activities, because we obviously need that, like to get closer, to get to know each other better, and also to invite like speakers that probably are not super oriented on the education program, but can also come and have some session to sort of like to cross pollinate like the ideas. For instance, like librarians from lab, like people who know AI technology, people from the museum, so we can learn also like from them. But obviously, because it's education conference, then we need to also practice people who do education program in the movement, and we also need to come with some goals for the end of the conference. For instance, like is it like on the strategy levels, like if we are going to talk about like hub or like what's next for the education program, what are the next steps that we need to take to engage external partners or people who can also give us some support, on doing our educational program. And yeah, I think that's all for like the program design. You want to add something?
Yeah. Okay. In addition to what you have said, we also looked at speakers from different organizations that come up to speak. The topics that has been selected, and we also want to create a diversity, picking people from different instead of regulating it only
Yes.
onto education. We considered picking people from other places. Another thing we are going to introduce, something new, is learning and evaluation. Every conference we should have learning and evaluation aspect of the conference so that people can, it should be broad. So after this problem, what has happened? What have we learned from the conference? The problems that we shared. So this is a new thing that we're trying to introduce. Okay, so for the events management group, we had some other subgroups within the events management, and we had for conflict management. We also had for technical support. We had for safety, and
and event safety.
Yeah. So for technical support, we thought it would be necessary to select or appoint some teams to work with us. And those teams will be in charge of each of the rooms during the conference, and they would support speakers to just offer technical support, especially sometimes they might have tech issue like with this microphone, or like they cannot operate the projector and things like that. We also thought it would be necessary to be in charge of distributing technical equipment, especially because some conferences where we have non-English speakers, we also need to make provision for translators tool that they can use to interpret. So we'd also be in charge of that, ensuring that every non-native speaker who is part of the conference can have access to those tools, and would also need to carry out some tech tests even before the speakers come to speak, because sometimes you can't predict some of these things. Yeah. So for conflict management, some of the things we'll be doing is to appoint a team that would be in charge of the trust and safety, and this team is very important even during the process of planning the conference, because sometimes even among the COT you might have some differences. So we need this TOT and S in place even before the conference to manage some of the differences that we have. And they would also set protocols that will guide the conference events. Because so those are some of the things we discussed about, and I'll just pass it to him to take it up from there.
Yeah, of course. In our team, we talk about event safety as well, neighborhood safety, dress and healthy issues about in the conference, and protocols for very rare events or very difficult events. So in the first time in the neighborhood safety, we give some guidance about hours or risks around or risks in the city because people don't know how it works close to the hotel and others. Dress and healthy issues, and the good conduct protocol in the Wikimedia or in the EduWiki user group protocols, and the photograph or other neurodiverse issues. And we propose with our team to use different kind of codes or color codes, or identify even in conversations on others how to communicate with others, or even the photos,
Yes.
avoiding photos. And and the food is really important because some people don't can pick up gluten or other kind of milk or issues or vegetarian or vegan reasons. So food security. And the final one, the protocols for rare events, means heart attacks or others, or protocols for getting people to the hospital or others in the easy and secure way. It was. I don't know if I was
Yes,
something.
and just to add, we also thought about creating like a special room where if anyone who is tired of like the conference can just go
Yeah.
to. And from what he said, like sometimes you even have conflicts with yourself and you want to resolve it quietly.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, just
Great ideas,
yeah,
yeah.
self-conflict.
yes. So
Yeah.
that's
Thank you very much.
Thank you.